objectives for 1.1. Section 1.1. Objective 1, plot points in the rectangular coordinate system. Graph equations in the rectangular coordinate system. Interpret information about a graphing utility's viewing rectangle or table. So the window. Okay. Use a graph to determine intercepts and interpret information given by graphs. All right. So the most basic thing that you got to be able to do today is, where'd it go? Here it is. Of course, it's under stuff. Sorry. Making a mess. This is what I need. Not that. Thank you. If I ask you to plot the point 2, 1, can you do it? How? From the vertex, right 2 and up 1, right? That's the point 2, 1. Can you plot the point -7, -2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So -7, -2, correct? Things that I need to make sure you remember are the following. What quadrant is this right here? That's quadrant 1, right? Where's quadrant 2? Good. Quadrant 3? And quadrant 4. Okay? The signs of the quadrants. Quadrant 1 is plus, right? Positive number, correct? Quadrant 2 is what? Negative, positive. Quadrant 3 is what? Negative, negative. To me, that always looks like someone sleeping. Quadrant 4 is what? Positive, negative, right? Positive and then negative gets you down here to quadrant 4. Okay? What is this point right here called? Origin. And its coordinate pair is 0, 0. Coordinate point ordered pair. I mixed them up. Yikes. Any questions so far? Can you plot points in the rectangular coordinate system? What about graphing equations in a regular coordinate system? Can you do that? What if I ask you to graph the equation y equals x plus 5? How would you go about that? So the y-intercept is 5, so I go up 5. Good. Why up 1 over 1? Excellent. How many dots does it officially take to make a line? 2, right? That's all you need to make a line. Why did I draw all of them? Yeah, it's super obvious where the line is, isn't it? Okay. What if I ask you to graph this? I meant that to be a minus. I even wrote a minus and then crossed it. Do you remember how to plot those? How to graph that? Do you remember your transformation rules? If it's inside, it goes where? Correct? Left or right? This says -4, so we're going to go right 4 because it's backwards of what we think. Okay? It's also perfect, reflected over the x-axis. We remember our pattern from our origin. Because there's no multiplier, we go over 1, 1. We go over 2, 4, because 2 squared is 4. We go over 3, down 9, because 3 squared is 9. And I know it's symmetric about the origin, except I put it in the wrong spot. Can you forgive me, please? So then I graph my parabola, correct? Any questions about that? Do you feel comfortable graphing equations in the rectangular coordinate system? Okay. What about interpreting information about a graph's utility viewing rectangle? If I say, what's the best viewing window for this parabola? Wouldn't it be something like that? So we could see the whole thing? Maybe see the origin. I wouldn't want to probably just see that because that's not giving me a lot of information, right? Maybe something like that would be a good window, right? What's a good window for this line? That's kind of a trick question, isn't it? Because it goes all the way down and all the way up. There's not really a... I probably want it somewhere around here, just so I can see the y-intercept and I can see the origin. Here's another important point, that the x-intercept, maybe I want to see that. Can you adjust a window based on what's there and give a good window? What about using graphs to determine intercepts? Can you look at this graph right here and tell me where the x-intercept is? Do I need to give you any additional notes on that? Can you look at this graph and tell me where the y-intercept is? No, but if I went 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, I know the next one is 4. Where is it going? 16, right? Because that's 4 squared. So you know the y-intercept would be 0, 16, or excuse me, 0, negative 16, right? Because it's down here. So while I can't tell by looking at the graph, I sure can figure that out pretty easily, right? What about the x-intercept of this line? Where's the x-intercept of the line? Negative 5, 0, right? Where's the y-intercept of the line? 0, 5. Okay, remembering where the 0 goes is tricky sometimes, right? If I'm looking for the x-intercept, where does the 0 go? For the y. If I'm looking for the y-intercept, where does the 0 go? For the x. Interpreting information given my graphs. What do you think that means? Yeah, can you read a graph? How much did we work on that in Algebra 2? A lot, and we would have worked way more on it if you had come to school at all. I know that wasn't your fault. It's okay. Okay? Do you have any questions about any of these objectives?